Hello and welcome to Daytime Football Chats. My name is Rob Smith and today we'll be interviewing Will and Om about their love for football and their opinion on this year's World Cup. Lads, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So we'll start by talking about yesterday's first match in the competition, which was Qatar 2, Ecuador 0. Will, what do you think of that?
Well, I think it's a controversial start. I think so. There was an offside goal, disallowed goal
In the first 5 minutes.
in the first 5 minutes, which was a terrible call.
Dreadful.
Not a great start from the officials. I don't know how they came to that decision. I think it was a terrible call, but overall Ecuador won. They were by far
a
dominant.
very comfortable win, I thought.
Very comfortable.
Are we sensing a bit of match fixing here?
I did see a couple of things saying that
I did think that, yeah.
that Ecuador got paid.
Yeah,
But
apparently
I mean-
Qatar paid them off.
So, I mean, everyone has their own opinions, really. When we go to Qatar, we've got to respect their opinions, got to respect the culture. No drinking, of course, that's a big one for England. England fans love drinking,
Yeah.
especially when we saw in the Euros.
Yeah,
Everyone was going
that was
mental.
probably a bit foul, and I'm
Yeah.
not surprised they clamped down on it this year.
But, you know, if they're coming here, they've got to respect our rules, completely different to theirs.
Yeah.
But it's just something we have to do.
Well, I think there was a whole thing with no team allowed to be wearing the LGBT armbands.
Yeah, because of course England,
They
Wales
get-
was
yeah.
all planning to wear
A
it.
load of the European teams were going to wear them. They were going to get fined, and then the player who was wearing the band would have been
Booked in the first
booked
minute.
in the first minute, which I think was outrageous.
Yeah.
But I now heard that England and Wales have backed out of that, and it's only a couple of the what's it called?
It's just a couple of-
Dutch and Norwegian teams.
I think Denmark and
Yeah,
some of the other teams, like some European teams.
yeah.
Okay, so England are obviously playing later on today. What do you guys think the team will be looking like?
I mean, we've got to start out back. Pickford or Pope? It's got to be Pope, right? Come on. The stats do not lie.
No.
7 clean sheets to Pickford's 3.
That's for Newcastle, though. England.
The Premier League, that's what we have to base it off.
No.
They're not in the Champions League.
The thing is, though, with Pope, you've got to look at the defence at Newcastle have got. They're the ones doing the job.
Yeah,
more than the goalie.
they've got a very solid defence. They've got Dan Burn, Botman,
Trippier,
Trippier. Trippier I've got in my lineup as well.
Yeah, I mean, we'll come on to Trippier. But
But are we just slagging off England's back four? Are we saying
England's
that
back
Pope
four- No,
can't
not
be
at all,
good
not at all.
because we don't have a good
But
back
I think he's a great
on-
goalie, but we know what we're getting with Pickford. For international, he's a whole new level. He's just above everyone else, I think.
I mean, it's only them two. Ramsdale's not in the conversation, is
I
he?
don't think Ramsdale's anywhere near the conversation.
I think third choice is fair for Ramsdale.
Yeah, 100%.
So as you mentioned, Trippier, I think right back wise, we're not sport for choice at the minute. That's probably the only option.
I think. Well, Walker's injured for tonight.
Yeah,
I think there's no. I don't think Trent's lived up to what he has been in the past.
but I don't really
And
think
if we're
he's
playing
ever
a back
he's
four-
not fitted into this team.
No, he
at any
doesn't.
point.
I
His
think-
play style just doesn't fit in at all. with
I
what
think,
we
I,
do.
not
think,
at all.
I think Liverpool suits him well because he's got Van Dijk, Matip, Konate, all these amazing centre backs next to him. Whereas England, got the likes of
He's got a lot more
Maguire.
freedom in
No,
Liverpool,
exactly.
hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned Maguire. I mean, do we think he'll
Oh.
play? I mean, he will play.
He will play. There's
Yeah.
no option there, really.
I'm willing
Yeah.
to admit he has done a good job in the past for England, but the man's played what, less than 5
He's
hours
played
of football?
280 minutes and he's made one successful tackle in that
Yeah,
whole
which
time.
is absolutely shocking.
He's been stripped of the
ridiculous.
captaincy of Man United.
And I don't understand how the likes of Fikayo Tomori didn't get called up.
Yeah.
I think that's terrible. From
I'd even
Southgate.
take someone like Chris Smalling. over
Yeah,
Maguire.
Smalling,
Yeah.
amazing centre back. I just don't get how the likes of Cody, Dyer, Maguire all got in over these two.
I mean,
Don't-
I've got
don't
to
forget
mention
Craig Dawson.
Tyrone Mings here because I think he's a class centre back for England. Left-footed, he's got
my
the height. I think he
He's
could
just
do
not
a
a
good
good
job.
player.
I think that's all he's got though, the left foot. That's what makes him unique. I think everything else, he's third best, fourth best.
Would you not take him over Maguire?
No.
I don't know. I think Maguire brings something new. I don't think Mings is good enough.
Because Mings has got height and Maguire has
You
got height.
mentioned Maguire got the Man United captaincy taken from him. I mean,
Yeah.
Mings, that was taken from him when Gerrard came in
Yeah.
at Villa.
But he's not done a great job, has he, Gerrard?
No, but I also think
But that's why he's gone.
Maguire's also got the link up with Shaw, who I've also got as my left back.
He's the only
Yeah.
option, isn't he?
Shaw's your only option there.
Yeah.
I mean, Chilwell was
Chilwell got
so
injured.
I probably
And
would have put him in.
Trippier is also an option, but with Walker being out, I don't think.
When Walker
can
comes
play
back,
anywhere but
I wouldn't be
right back.
against seeing Walker play right and Trippier left.
Yeah.
If we had to, but
But I think Trippier works better on the right. So Luke Shaw.
Oh yeah.
But we can't be
And-
sad about Shaw because
No,
his
no.
performance at the Euros.
He scored that goal
Yeah,
for us in the
exactly.
final,
He scored
yeah.
in the finals.
And he's proved himself for England as well, which
Yeah.
I think is key.
I think he's been a lot better for you this season.
Oh, 100%. And he's proved it at an international level.
Yeah.
He's got the competition on the left with Malacia there, so
So it's made him a lot better.
yeah.
He's had to work harder.
I mean, in front of the defence, I don't think anyone would argue putting Declan Rice there.
Yeah.
He's the only option there. Really.
First name on the team sheet, I reckon.
Although Phillips, I know you've
Henderson as well.
argued for him in the past.
I don't think
Henderson, no
Henderson's
chance.
not in the
a
conversation.
chance. I wouldn't even bring
Same
him.
with Phillips, to be honest. I think Phillips, he played, an hour of football this season?
Yeah, if that.
Which I think is nothing. Considering how good he was at the Euros.
They were a good pair, him and Rice, but I don't think
Yeah,
we need that anymore.
I think if he kept that form up, he'd easily get into the team. But
with the strength we've got in the sort of midfield and attack, you don't need to be playing
Bellingham
two
shining
holding.
through in the German league.
As you say, Bellingham, I mean, I've got him just in front of Rice along with
Yeah,
Mount.
same.
We all taking Bellingham then.
We're all
Oh, you
taking
got
Mount.
Mount?
Yeah, I've got Mount, yeah.
Oh, I think it's a bit controversial, you know. Mount, very underwhelming this season. Chelsea fan myself, so I don't know, but I think he's not as good as previous years.
Again, though, he's always played good for England. It's the issue with Maguire.
He's got the work rates, but I reckon. Well, I think you've got Maddison in as
I've
well.
got to take Maddison.
I think Maddison brings something new. He's backed it up this season with the statistics.
Yeah.
11
He's-
appearances, 7 goals, 4 assists.
Exactly.
He's bringing it this season.
He's different level.
I wonder what he'll be like, because when he does play, he'll just be coming back from injury, won't he?
Yeah, but we also he's not going to be in the team tonight, anyways.
No, of course.
But I think he's the only natural number 10 we have in our team.
Yeah, that's very true, yeah.
But yeah, I think Maddison would get into the team if he wasn't injured.
So you'd have him alongside Bellingham?
Yeah, but for tonight's game, I've got Mount there.
Yeah.
Any arguments?
No.
No, I don't think we can argue with that. So on to the front three. I've got Phil Foden on the left, Sterling on the right, and Harry Kane up front.
I'd go Saka on the right there.
Oh, I agree with that. I've got Foden left, Kane down the front, and then Saka on the right.
See, I originally did have Sterling on the left, but I saw Neil Warnock tweeted that he'd have Sterling on the right. So I thought, all right, if the great Warnock's having that,
What
I'll have
manager?
that. Yeah, I mean, absolute legend.
I mean,
But
Kane's a no-brainer. He's got to
Kane,
be up
yeah.
first name on the team sheet, as captain.
on the right. We've got
Yeah.
Saka. Can we all
Saka,
agree with
I think-
Saka?
Nah, but he's got Sterling on there, which I don't.
Because I want to
agree
fit
with Sterling as
Foden.
well.
I want to fit Foden and Mount in as well. So if you stick Foden on the
I
left,
think
you can have
Foden's
Sterling
better on the
right.
wing. Sterling has been underwhelming. I reckon Southgate will play him. Whether I think he should be there is a different story. I think Saka just is another level this season.
I mean, I've got Grealish on the left there.
Oh,
What,
No.
starting?
very
Yeah.
controversial.
No,
He's not a
It
starter.
is controversial.
He doesn't start for City. I wouldn't start.
But I
him
feel
for
like
England.
the
He's-
English tax, he's
Made him
100
un-
million.
He sort of
Just because he's got that high price doesn't mean he has to live up to that price.
Yeah.
He can still be a good player, still put in a shift,
Yeah.
drop back, can go forwards. I think he's perfect.
I
on
think
the left.
I think Foden works better on the left, and
Yeah.
Pep knows it as well, because I think Foden's played
He's
more
played
than
a hell of a
half
lot
the
of
games
matches.
this
I
season.
mean, let's not forget Foden's probably the most informed player out of all
yeah,
these
definitely.
players at the minute.
What's it? Someone like I think he's got like 12 goals and assists in the Prem this season.
Well, I mean, that's
Something
speaks for
ridiculous.
itself.
Yeah, I'm happy dropping Grealish, but super sub, as you said. That
Grealish super.
I think
sub, yeah.
I think he's going to be the more impactful player to come off the bench. I think him or Foden could do that, but I don't think the likes of Mount can do that, or Sterling. I think they're both
Yeah.
both starting 11 players, but I don't think they're game changers.
What do you think about Rashford?
I don't think he gets near it. I think he'll be in competition for being on the bench. I don't even know if he gets on the bench.
Competition for the bench.
I'll put him on.
Him and Callum Wilson can fight for that spot.
I'd put him on when players get tired. I wouldn't put him on to try and change the game.
You can play him on
Yeah.
the right though, couldn't you?
You can,
He's
but
interchangeable
you don't
there.
need to.
Yeah.
He's been playing more up front for you this season, though, hasn't he?
Very
Yes,
central, and he's
but
not going in over Kane.
No, Christ, no.
He hasn't been the same since his back injury about 2 years ago.
And let's not. Southgate never really plays two up front, so you're not
No,
going to.
well, I mean, yeah, he doesn't.
not really.
No, he hasn't. He relies on Kane, and the team's built around Kane.
Yeah, as it should be.
But I think it's time. I think it's time for something new. But build
time
around
to go.
Bellingham. Bellingham is the future of English football. Him and
Yeah,
Foden.
him and Foden. And Rice is probably, I'd say, future captain when
Yeah,
Kane goes.
I think Rice. I agree with that completely.
Yeah, so
With that being said,
there's some interesting takes there, especially from Om. But how do you think England are going to do overall?
I would say round of 16. If they play the Netherlands, I say England lose. We overhype England.
Yeah, massively.
Just because we're
Yeah,
English.
because we're English,
you
you
know,
have to. Yeah.
the English bias. I reckon England will do. I think we'll do well. I can't see us getting further than the quarterfinals.
No, I'd be very surprised.
I reckon we'll come out the group first. We'll play second of Group A, which I reckon will be Ecuador or Senegal, and I reckon we'll beat them. And then I reckon we'll come up against one of the favourites, whether that's Argentina or Portugal or someone, and I reckon we're just going.
I've got a funny feeling that we'll be out in the round of 16.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty early
we'll
on.
see how we do
Well, to be fair,
in the group.
in the last Euros, the last World Cup, we've had a very easy run. I think easier than any run.
Oh, the
we've had
Euros
before.
was simple. I mean,
We'll never
we
get
had
anything easier than that.
Ukraine, Denmark,
Oh, I know.
teams like that. It's not exactly.
And then we lost to Croatia
Oh.
at the last World Cup.
But they were very good back then.
They were. I think they look good this time round as well.
I'd be very surprised if they do as well as they did, though.
No, I don't think
They're not
think
getting
they
to the final.
will. No.
Do we actually think England can make it to the finals? Is it
No,
possible?
Not a
No,
chance.
I think Portugal and Argentina have more fighting power.
Yeah.
I
Just
reckon-
to see Messi versus Ronaldo. would be
I
good.
think I'd love to see that. I reckon
Yeah.
Argentina will win it. I reckon
Yeah.
Messi will do it. He'll win the World Cup for Argentina
Then retire.
and retire from international.
No, I'm not
And
having that.
Ronaldo will be going on.
I'm
Ronaldo.
not having that. If Ronaldo
he
will
can't even
score
get
in the
in the United
92nd
team.
minute penalty.
Oh,
Come on.
don't know
I
about
don't
that.
think so. I
Why
don't
not?
think
I don't
It's
rate Ronaldo
Ronaldo.
like that.
so. Not
He's-
after how he's been
Ronaldo
lately.
is the GOAT. Come on.
Yeah, his attitude stinks this season.
So, just one final thing. Who will win?
Argentina.
Argentina?
Portugal.
Portugal. Well, cheers, lads, for joining us. That's all we've got time for today. So join us again next week for another interesting conversations. But for now, I've been your host, Rob Smith, and you've been watching Daytime Football Chats. Goodbye.